This is a story about the hawks, owls, and falcons at the Chula Vista Nature Center that need your help.
Right now we have both a lot of year-round red-tailed residents and a lot of migratory red-tailed hawks coming through. So you have a really good chance of seeing one of these guys out there every day as you go throughout your business.
This is an American kestrel. This is the smallest species of falcon found in North America. This is a male. The males and females, you can tell them apart because the male has the gray wings and head. The females have more of the reddish color. They're very fast flyers. They like to catch birds as their prey, but they will also eat small mammals and bugs. They're found in this area very commonly. You might not notice because they are also the same size as the songbird. So they're probably not that apparent if you see them on the wire. You'd be able to tell them by the hooked beak.
And where did this one come from?
This one was donated by an individual. We're not sure exactly where, but he did find him on the ground as a chick, raised him, but unfortunately he's imprinted on humans and is not afraid, so therefore he's pretty aggressive. So he found a home here and even has a girlfriend that comes and visits him from the wild. So we noticed they like each other quite a bit around spring. My name is Nancy Steinbuck, and I do this because I like birds. I've been doing it for about 3 years. I belong to the Audubon Society, gone on several birding trips with the Natural History Museum. So I live 5 minutes from here, and it's a wonderful place to volunteer.
My name is Gretchen. I actually take care of the fish and reptiles here, and this is our friend Toot, who is a screech owl.
They don't screech, do they?
They do at nighttime. They will. They're extremely loud.
I know they're loud, but I always thought that they didn't screech so much as more like hooting.
Well, no, he's a screecher. Yeah, that's where they get their name. Charles can actually make the sound for you if you ask him.
Oh.
I'm guessing he probably can. But he feeds mainly on small rodents, small birds, and your night bugs like moths and beetles and things that you see at night. He was injured from being trimmed out of a tree. His nest was in a tree, and the tree trimmers cut down his branch, and he went crashing to the ground. So he has a permanent eye injury that considers him unreleasable. These guys are really cool because they can actually turn their head. Everyone thinks they can turn their head completely around. They can only actually go about 270 degrees. So that would be you looking over your right shoulder, turning your head all the way around the back to look out over your left shoulder.
I'll take it.
And who are their enemies?
I would say any other bird of prey that's bigger than them. Human beings, so we're destroying their habitat at a fast rate. And just about anything that can catch them. Coyotes, if they were lucky enough to catch one. And cars. Cars. Yeah.
His coloration is beautiful.
So I blend in with the trees.
He blends in perfectly with the trees.
And if you look at their feathers real close, you can see how there's long little hairs at the end. That's so when they fly, when they need to be quiet, they are completely silent. You can't hear them at all.
My name is Brendan Underhill. I'm a volunteer here at the Chula Vista Nature Center. I've been volunteering here for about 5 years. I'm a docent. I've gone through training to learn about the natural history of San Diego County, and I've always been an avid nature fan, and I always want to know everything that's around me.
So what are you holding right now, Frank?
Now I have our great horned owl. All of the birds that we have at the Nature Center are injured birds, and this great horned owl has a wing injury that prevents him from flying very well. And so he would not survive in the wild because he doesn't fly well enough to hunt his prey. There are 2 classifications of owls, eared owls and non-eared owls, which is very much a misnomer because all owls have ears. But this great horned owl, you can see those tufts on the top of his head, they look like ears. And there are other owls that don't have those tufts, like the barn owl or the burrowing owl. And so those are called non-eared owls, even though they do have ears and that they do have very keen hearing. Owls have that discoid face that helps concentrate sound, very much like a parabolic dish or a radar dish. and their ears are actually below their eyes, so they have very, very keen hearing that gets concentrated by the shape of, by their discoid face, and their ears are actually also at different levels, which allows them to basically hear in 3D. They can tell not only direction, but they can also tell distance of their prey. And that is very beneficial being a nocturnal predators, because a lot of times their prey is hidden in the leaves or scurrying in underbrush, and they can't see it very well because of that. They do have very keen hearing, but their ears are, keen hearing is also necessary to make them a good night predator.
What do you like most about great horned owls?
Great horned owls are very unique. They are the most feared predator in the sky. There are other raptors that are quite a bit larger, but they are not as feared as the great horned owl. Pretty much every other bird is going to be afraid of the great horned owl. During the daytime, when they're on a perch, if a crow sees one, they will. The crow will start flying in concentric circles, larger and larger, and gathering a whole bunch of other crows, and then come back and bombard the great horned owl because they're so feared. They always do it with large numbers. So the uniqueness in that, even though it's not the largest, it is the most feared predator in the sky. That's one of the things that I think make it amongst one of the traits and or attributes that make it my favorite bird.
It's better with you and Maroney wine and evening, staying in the sitting on the floor that ain't no vinyl spin. Slippers on a couch, falling sound asleep, lying in your arms always gets to me. I sing ooh, shoo-be-doo,
If you'd like to help the birds, please contact the Nature Center.